Howdy folks, Greyhawk 4x4 coming at you again, your resident vintage gamer. And this is going to be a Beer 30 episode. But before we get into that, because it is beer related, I wanted to show what this is one of the best Christmas gifts I've ever gotten. Actually, I take that back. Two of my regular players from my D&D group, friends of mine, Jonathan and Jesse, they got me this for Christmas. They asked me for one of my mugs that I use, and as a matter of fact, this is the one I use for all my Beer 30s, and they got it engraved for me. And I wanted to show that off to you guys. They got Greyhawk 4x4 on there, and they even got my logo on there, the Greyhawk 4x4 logo. And I thought, that is just absolutely freaking awesome. I use this mug for everything. I use it as my daily beer mug. This is the mug that helped me win the year's supply of beard oil with the sticker on the bottom. Now I've got my engraving on there. Fantastic. For this episode's selection, we are going to have a Sam Adams Winter Lager. Seemed appropriate. This might be my last video before Christmas, so I figured, well, we can do a winter beer for sure. And our state liquor stores were pretty light this year on Christmas ales. So, but I've actually always liked most of Sam Adams stuff. I mean, it's not, it's not. They always try to say, it's a microbrew. It's not really a microbrew. It's a mass marketed, beer. But Sam Adams does have a lot of different beers that they produce, a lot of different flavors and stuff. So a lot of different styles. So I thought I'd try the Winter Lager. I've already had a couple of these. I bought these like a week ago or whatever. It's brewed with orange peel, cinnamon, and ginger. So you would never see a German brewer brew something like this because of the Reinheitsgebot, which is the German beer purity law, which does not allow for all that kind of stuff in their beer. But I thought, what the heck, I'd try it. So I have already had this, but I wanted to say Merry Christmas to everybody and have a beer. And the one thing about the Sam Adams beers is we cannot get them in our supermarkets here because they have a higher alcohol content. The ones that can be sold in the supermarkets here have to be, I believe it's no more than 4.0. And this one is 5.6. So it's a little bit more, and it's actually quite tasty. I've always liked Christmas beers. Always liked holiday ales, whatever you want to call them. And this one is no different. So, for this episode, I thought, well, we'll have a beer, and we'll talk about a couple different topics. Oh, and by the way, yeah, I am wearing my, if you just watched my unboxing of my latest Loot Crate, I decided because this is going to kind of be the last one before Christmas, I'd wear my ugly Christmas sweater t-shirt and have a Christmas ale, so all kind of a theme, But I thought we would talk about this frickin' moron that is in Russia. There is a guy in Russia who is suing Bethesda, the makers of Fallout 4. He is suing them because, and I'm going to put a link below, so if you want to go check out the story, it's on the Huffington Post. I'm sure it's other places too, but that was just the one that I went and read. He's suing Bethesda because Fallout 4 is too addictive. It caused him to lose his job and lose his wife. Apparently, he stopped going to work, and his wife got sick of his, he was not. He was just at the computer all the time, and she ended up leaving. Now, I'm guessing there was already some underlying issues in his marriage, and this might have put it over the edge. I'm not. I'm just guessing there, and maybe he wasn't the best employee to begin with, and this kind of just said, well, this was the straw that broke the camel's back. So what he's suing so that because he's saying they should have a warning label on the box saying this game could be addictive, blah, 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 blah. Are we going to get to a point in this world where everything has to have a goddamn warning label on it? Seriously? Maybe this t-shirt should have a warning label saying, if this garment is not laundered on a regular basis, it could begin to emit a foul odor, and that could cause you to be repellent towards your fellow co-workers and members of the opposite sex or same sex or whatever. Do we need to have, what the hell, do my glasses need to have a warning label on them that say, if you shatter your glass, if you put your glass down or something and hits them and it breaks the glass, don't put them on your face because you could get broken fucking glass in your eyeball. Do we need to have a label for that? I mean, come on, So anyway, I had to get that off my chest. I had to vent a little bit about that. It is, and you never know. There could be, going forward, we could see on video games, when you go onto Steam and you go to buy a game, it could have a freaking disclaimer now saying, this game could be addictive, blah, blah, blah. If you notice yourself not leaving the computer for more than 6 hours at a time, contact your local, intervention clinic or some shit, for help. Who knows? I mean, anyway, I just wanted to talk about that a little bit. I wanted to, maybe get some feedback from you guys. I don't know if you guys had seen the story, how you feel about it. We're getting to a very litigious society. And, of course, there's a warning label on this beer. There's a warning label on the beer. Now there's going to be warning labels on the video games. Who knows? Also, there's a Steam sale going on. So it just started today. And they've changed it now where there are no flash sales or any of that stuff, or community choice sales. It's just what's on sale is on sale for the entire sale time, so the duration of the sale. They're doing something with trading cards where if you look at your discovery queue that they call it, and you decide whether you want to put things on your wish list and all that, you can get card drops, and then you can craft. If you get all the cards in a set, you can craft them and all this stuff. So they're doing that too. But the deals themselves, there's a few on there I'm liable to pick up. I didn't during the fall when I didn't do it because I figured they're going to be on sale again in the winter. Excuse me. And I thought, well, The Witcher 3 is half off. I'm probably going to have to pull the trigger on that one. Black Mesa, which is the remake of Half-Life 1, which is pretty cheap too. It's like $9 or something like that. I'll probably have to get that. And there's a few other ones that are on there that I'm going to have to look at. So if you want, you can put down below, you can answer what games are you looking to pick up on this sale? What looks like a deal that you can't pass up, that you're going to have to snatch up? So I'm interested to know that, because that may affect, I may decide, based upon some of the comments, I may say there may be one that I've missed, and I may want to look at it and see if I want to pick it up. So that was it for this episode of Beer 30. Just wanted to talk a little bit about Knuckleheads and the Steam sale and Christmas beer and awesome Christmas gifts and ugly Christmas sweaters and all that. So Anyway, guys, if I don't talk to you before the holiday's over, see you next year. Well, I shouldn't say that because I'll definitely be doing a video right after Christmas because I got to show all the loot that I got. I'm expecting I might get some pretty cool stuff under the tree. So anyway, we'll catch you guys then. Catch you on the flip side.